Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're going to unpack one of the absolute most fascinating phenomena in modern internet history. I want you to just imagine, for a second, being the single biggest creator on the entire planet. Millions of people tuning in to watch your every move. But here's the ultimate juxtaposition. Nobody knows what you look like. Not your face, not your real name, absolutely nothing. For 4 solid years, the subject of our explainer today was known entirely as a crude stick figure, a simple green mask, and arguably the best Minecraft player alive. This is the story of Dream, and the anatomy of exactly how he built a 10 million subscriber empire completely unseen.
Okay, so let's dive right into this because this is the central mystery we're really trying to solve today. How exactly does a green smiley mask achieve unprecedented, just astronomical viral growth? Look, in an era where digital personalities are built on, constant eye contact, daily vlogs, and these deep parasocial relationships, Dream completely bypassed the established rules. He didn't just grow, he exploded, hitting this crazy milestone of 10 million subscribers in a terrifyingly short amount of time, all while remaining completely anonymous. You can really see the contrast when you look at these two approaches side by side. On one hand, we've got the standard growth tactics we've all come to expect, right? You use a facecam so people can literally see your reactions. You shoot personal vlogs to share your daily life. You use your real name to build that trust. But then, look at Dream's 2019 tactics. Starting out, he threw that entire playbook right out the window. It was basically a masterclass in minimalism. No face cams, no personal vlogs. He gave the internet exactly 2 things: raw, unfiltered gameplay and this highly unusual, totally anonymous green mask.
Now, here's the absolutely crucial point. If you aren't selling your face, you have to sell your skill. And Dream delivered a format that fundamentally altered the gaming landscape forever: the Minecraft manhunt. The concept was brilliantly simple: hunter versus runner. But the execution, that was on a whole other level. Dream was pulling off these insane clutches, surviving these super high-stress, seemingly impossible situations at the absolute last microsecond. He mixed high-level speedrunning tactics with these crazy psychological mind games against his opponents. Viewers weren't just watching a game anymore. They were watching a strategic thriller. This gripping, edge-of-your-seat retention is exactly why his subscriber count just skyrocketed. People watched these videos and genuinely had to ask themselves, is this guy even human? And that pure skill, ultra-high-stakes formula, it yielded an explosive result. Within just 1 single year of deploying the manhunt strategy, Dream went from absolutely 0 to 10 million subscribers. 10 million! That kind of velocity is practically unheard of. It just goes to show that when the content is exceptionally gripping, when the stakes actually feel real and the skill level is undeniably elite, the audience honestly doesn't need to see your face to smash that subscribe button. His gameplay literally became his personality. With this massive audience locked in, a pretty fascinating shift started to happen. His simple little avatar completely transformed. That crude MS Paint drawing of a green smiley face was no longer just a profile picture, it became an inescapable cultural icon. Kids were drawing it on their notebooks at school. People were literally cosplaying as a green stick figure for Halloween. It became this universal symbol. It was effectively operating like the Batman logo, but for the Minecraft generation. The mask itself became an incredibly powerful brand. And Dream had a very specific philosophy for protecting that brand. For 4 years, despite the immense, crushing pressure of fame, he flatly refused to show his face. And his reasoning was super intentional. He actually stated, "My content isn't about me, it's about the game." By removing his physical identity from the whole equation, he made sure there were 0 distractions. The focus stayed entirely on the high-stakes survival and the mind-bending strategies that brought people to his channel in the first place. But as we all know, human nature completely abhors a vacuum. When you give millions of people a mystery, they are going to try to solve it. Because he was so adamant about his anonymity, the internet went absolutely crazy. Wild fan theories started popping up and multiplying like wildfire. Some fans were completely convinced he was a giant, standing 7 feet tall. Others theorized he was hiding because he was incredibly ugly. Some even speculated he wasn't a real person at all, but, some sort of advanced AI or a collective group of players. This fever-pitch curiosity only poured gasoline on his growth, propelling him to 30 million subscribers and billions of views, all while remaining the most mysterious person on the entire internet. However, no mystery can last forever, right? So let's fast forward a bit to the year 2022. The weight of being the internet's most enigmatic figure, trying to balance the insane expectations of 30 million people while just trying to live a normal life off camera, it eventually reached a breaking point.
It was finally time for a change, setting the stage for what would become, without a doubt, the greatest face reveal in history. Looking at the timeline of this reveal really shows you just how much power Dream yielded over internet culture. On October 2nd, 2022, at exactly 9 p.m. Eastern, Dream sent out a simple 3-word tweet, "Face reveal tomorrow," and the internet practically broke. Twitter literally crashed. Discord servers all over the globe were lagging under the sheer weight of the traffic. Everyone was just waiting. The very next day, he uploaded a video simply titled, "Hi, I'm Dream." Within 24 hours of clicking play, that single video racked up an astonishing 20 million views. And when the mask finally came off, what did the world actually see? It was just Clay. He had brown hair, he wore glasses, he was just a totally regular guy. He wasn't a 7-foot giant, he wasn't a monster, and he definitely wasn't an AI. People cried, people created millions of memes, and thousands of people were typing, "I knew it." For one brief, truly incredible moment, the entire internet was united by this one single event, all looking at one face. But, as is so often the case with rapid, explosive internet fame, the story takes a pretty sharp turn here. That nice unity of the face reveal? Yeah, it did not last long. Just weeks after he took off the mask, intense drama hit the channel. We really have to look at the dark side of this kind of massive, hyper-focused attention. When you have tens of millions of eyes scrutinizing your absolutely every move, the pressure is immense, and your margin for error shrinks to absolutely zero. The controversy all centered around one huge question. Was he cheating? People started deeply questioning the legitimacy of his Minecraft speedrun world record. Did he manipulate the game's code to get more favorable item drops? The community became fiercely divided. Independent moderators reviewed the data and said, yes, he was cheating. Dream, on the other hand, vehemently said no. Now, we are absolutely not here to take a side on the math or the code today. We're just looking at how this singular event managed to completely fracture a massive digital empire. The fallout was, honestly, staggering. It wasn't just a minor disagreement. It escalated into formal moderator accusations, threats of actual lawsuits, and just endless toxic debates. We are talking about Reddit threads that were literally 1,000 pages long, just dissecting game probabilities. The very same loyal fans who loved him were now openly fighting about him online. The environment got so intense and toxic that Dream went quiet. He stopped posting videos, he deleted his tweets, and he essentially just disappeared from the internet for months. A lot of commentators out there thought he was completely done, canceled for good. But here is the thing that most people don't realize about that quiet period. While he was gone from the public eye, Dream was busy building. He wasn't just acting as a YouTube creator anymore, he was building a massive brand. He developed the Dream SMP server, which was this enormous ongoing multiplayer roleplay world. He launched huge merchandise lines, and he even started producing his own music. He basically created an entire universe around that little green mask. And when he finally returned in 2023, totally unmasked, he was streaming and collaborating with that exact same energy. This whole arc gives us some incredibly valuable takeaways. So let's break down the 3 concrete lessons Dream really proved about modern digital culture. Step 1. You truly do not need to show your face to be famous. If your skill is elite, your work can and will speak entirely for itself. Step 2. Mystery is a remarkably powerful tool. By withholding his identity, he basically created a 4-year pressure cooker of hype that exploded the exact moment he revealed himself. And step 3? The internet is incredibly unforgiving. Make one perceived mistake and they will turn on you fast. But conversely, if you are real and you just keep building, the audience will almost always eventually come back to authenticity. Today, his legacy speaks for itself. Dream currently sits at over 31 million subscribers. He no longer wears the mask in his videos, he operates completely out in the open, but that green smiley, it's still everywhere. It really proves his incredible staying power. He survived the anonymity, he survived the immense crushing pressure of the reveal, and he survived the controversy to remain one of the absolute biggest forces in gaming. Which leaves us with this final thought to kind of chew on. Dream's journey is just the ultimate case study in modern fame. What does it truly mean to build an absolute empire by being nobody, only to take off the mask and become everybody? It challenges literally